Hello drama lovers, welcome back to the K-pop World Channel. Today we're going to talk about a moment that might seem trivial to some who only caught it in passing. But for those with a keener eye, especially for hearts that have long followed every second of their closeness, this moment felt like a sign. A signal that something once warm may have slowly turned cold. They never said anything. No clarifications, no denials, no defenses. But as fans often say, sometimes body language speaks more honestly than 1,000 words. And that night, a single hug from Wang Yibo to another UNIQ member seemed enough to shake the foundation of hope that so many people had held onto regarding the unspoken bond between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan. Let's start from that stage. A reunion event. Sparkling lights shining bright. Music playing full of nostalgia. One by one, UNIQ members walked onto the stage, greeting the audience, showing how much they'd grown, changed, yet remained connected by the same history. When Wang Yibo stepped forward, the crowd erupted. As always, his charisma radiated. But something in his gaze felt different that night, whether it was fatigue, sadness, or something else harder to define. Then came the hug. A warm, tight, long embrace. Yibo hugged one of the long-absent UNIQ members on stage. Some audience members shed tears out of sentimentality, witnessing their reunion. But for others, especially those who had observed the dynamic between Yibo and Xiao Zhan, that hug wasn't just about reunion. It was about distance. Because in that moment full of warmth, there was no sign of Xiao Zhan. No interaction. No glances. No smile from afar like before. As if he was never part of that moment. Yet, for many fans, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo weren't just two big stars. They were two souls that once shined the brightest when side by side. Some fan site videos showed Xiao Zhan backstage that night. He didn't perform, wasn't part of the reunion, but he was there. And when the camera captured his face, quietly watching the stage, there was something in his eyes that couldn't be easily explained. Not anger, not sadness, but more like loss. Like someone who once meant the world to someone else and was now just a spectator from afar. That footage went viral on social media. Hashtags like hashtag Xiao Zhan left behind and hashtag Yibo hugs another member quickly trended. Comments flooded in, some expressing heartbreak, some analyzing the moment, and others voicing silent pain. It hurts to see, one fan wrote. They used to be inseparable. Now, they won't even acknowledge each other. Xiao Zhan deserves more than just memories. Why does it feel like Yibo hugged someone else, but drifted away from someone who was once so close? And the comments kept coming like old wounds reopened. Many fans reposted their favorite moments between Yibo and Zhan from years past. Clips of them laughing together behind the scenes, watching each other quietly, or their hands meeting by chance, but never letting go too quickly. Those moments now felt like ghosts still present, but no longer real. There's been no official statement from either side. Xiao Zhan continued with his promotions, smiling at cameras, greeting fans like usual. But a change has started to show. In some interviews, he seems quieter than before. His gaze is deeper, his smile softer. And in one interview session, when a reporter accidentally mentioned Wang Yibo's name, Xiao Zhan paused for a moment, smiled, and said, "Some things don't need to be explained. Sometimes it's enough just to understand." Meanwhile, Wang Yibo remained silent. He continued with his usual activities, never addressing the hug moment. He didn't mention Xiao Zhan in interviews. He showed no signs of reacting to the online commotion. But his silence only raised more questions. Some fan culture observers believe that their relationship hasn't necessarily deteriorated, but might have entered a professional silence phase. In the entertainment world, that's not unusual. Many celebrities who were once close eventually keep their distance for various reasons. Contracts, different projects, or simply to maintain their public image. But for fans, their relationship wasn't just a project. It was a safe space, a place of imagination that they've nurtured with all their hearts. And when that bond feels broken, it's as if a part of them has broken too. Someone even wrote, "We know they're not ours. But how do we stop caring when they were the ones who taught us how to believe?" On the other hand, some fans remain neutral. They voice that we may never know the full story, that we're only seeing small pieces of their lives, that maybe they're still close, but choose to keep it private, because not every bond needs to be displayed. Not every feeling needs to be announced. They say, maybe the hug wasn't about leaving, but about returning to where it all began, while the other stands on a different path. And maybe that's true. Maybe they're simply in two worlds that no longer intersect. Xiao Zhan's career continues to rise as a lead actor in deeply emotional dramas. He's known for portraying roles that dig into pain, love, and longing with raw honesty. Meanwhile, Wang Yibo leans more into action and competition. He's active in motor racing, with a masculine and cool image that defines his current path. They've both grown, but in that growth, are they still walking side by side? Perhaps we'll never know the answer. Maybe even they don't fully know. But one thing's for sure, that hug left questions hanging between the night sky and the stage. If you saw that moment, what did you feel? Did you also sense a distance that can no longer be bridged? Or do you still believe that two hearts, once that close, will eventually find their way back to each other? We don't want to conclude anything, because this may not be the end of the story. It could just be a pause, and maybe someday, we'll see them standing together again. Not to please the audience, but because they genuinely understand each other, without the need for words. Until that day comes, all we can do is wait. Hold on to those memories in our hearts. Keep them alive, even if only as a quiet prayer. And if this story touched you, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments, because maybe what you're feeling is also being felt by thousands of others out there who quietly still believe they haven't truly drifted apart. Thank you for watching. See you in the next story, only on the K-Pop World channel.